What's up guys, this is FJ, and as you can tell from the title, this video is to expose WeLoveStreet. I have screen captured our entire conversation on Instagram DMs. The only parts I left out were my personal contact information, but feel free to pause through the video if you want to see the exact exchange between myself and WeLoveStreet. In mid-April, they used me in advertisements that they posted on Instagram and Facebook. They didn't tell me about it. I only found out after my friends saw the ads themselves and told me about it. And since then, I guess you could say things escalated. I first approached them end of October last year because I started seeing their ads on my Instagram feed. I really liked the style, anime, urban, techwear, so I decided to approach them to see if they would be willing to work on a project together. I sent them my YouTube channels to let them know that I do product reviews and I've made videos for various companies to review their products. They were kind to respond. They looked at my sample work on my website and thought that my style didn't match theirs. So they suggested that I buy some products first and take some photos and videos, and then they would consider using me for future projects. But I wasn't willing to spend my own money to do free work for them. So I insisted that they send me a sample outfit first, and then we could go from there. The agreement would be, in exchange for the sample outfit, I would do a photo shoot and I would also do a product review video that they can use on their website as a customer review. And if they wanted to use the photos for their website, Instagram, or Facebook, that's okay too. I told them that my product reviews are unbiased and honest. I sent them some samples that I've done for other companies and showed them the kind of traction that those were able to achieve on YouTube. So after about a week, they decided that they would send me a sample outfit. So I gave them my measurements, my height, my weight, my body type. And in the meantime, I started to do a little bit of research on them, and I found that a lot of the photos on their Instagram and their website could be found on other company websites as well. So I asked them about it, and they told me that they're already used to that. We do not support or condone the sale of fakes, variants, B grades, or knockoffs. All our branded items are 100% authentic guaranteed. We stand behind the integrity of our business and believe in providing a safe buying environment for all our customers. So I asked them what's their brand, and they said heavy industry. We went through a little bit of shipment logistics. So I asked them where they're located, and they told me that they're based out in Texas, but their manufacturer was in China. They told me that with this collaboration, because they have more than 100,000 visitors a month, they would increase awareness for my YouTube channels. I was curious as to why they didn't have any company contact information on their website, no physical address, no phone number, and they just said they don't have that yet, but their location was stated in their Instagram account that they're based out in Houston, Texas. I inquired about the outfit that they were going to send me, and they were going to send me a couple tops, a couple bottoms, and a chest accessory pack. They said that if they were happy with the work that I provided, that they would be willing to work with me on bigger projects in the future. I asked them what was the best way to reach them, and they said Instagram DMs were the best, and when I'm finished with the photo and video files that I could send it to them via email. I was pleasantly surprised that their shipment arrived within about 1 to 2 weeks, but within that time, I did even more research and I found that a lot of the products they sold could be found on AliExpress. So I decided to order some of those products on AliExpress as well so I could do a comparison. And I wanted to be transparent about it. So when both orders arrived, I sent them detailed photos to compare their hoodie with the one I got from AliExpress. I told them that their labels and their tags didn't look authentic. It didn't even say heavy industry in the articles of clothing that they sent me. I told them that the materials were different, the stitching was different, and this is when they told me that they were testing out a new fabric for the hoodie, which would be warmer. So I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt. I told them that when their package arrived, the shipping label clearly showed that it was coming from China, and based on the product quality, the fabrics, and the stitching, it didn't really give off that sense of quality that you would expect given the photos and the price point that WeLoveStreet had on their Instagram and their website. All they had to say was that they have many happy customers from the past, and again, I was completely transparent that I was able to find the same products at much lower prices on AliExpress. And the funny thing is, the pieces I got from AliExpress actually had heavy industry labels and tags on them. At this point, they started to tell me that I should only focus on the positive things in my video review, but I told them I only give my honest, unbiased opinion in my product review videos. And this is when it took a turn that I wasn't expecting. It was a bit shocking to me when they responded that if for any reason I didn't feel confident or comfortable, that I should return the package to them. So right there, sure, things were a little shady in the beginning, but to request that I send back the products at this point, that didn't rub me the right way. But I already had the products. I told them that I would still honor the agreement and I would do the photo shoot and I would do the review video. I wanted to ask them, how do they verify authenticity if they're shipping out of China? Their response here was very defensive, even comparing themselves to Apple, saying that biggest brands ship from China as well. They told me that they didn't understand my other question about verifying authenticity and kind of came off a little threatening to say that if I wanted to grow as an influencer, that I should be willing to work with them and not fight them. And they said again, if I'm skeptical or if I'm not comfortable to work with them, that I know what to do, insinuating that I send back the products. They said that it would be a great experience and a long relationship for both of us if I try to make it one. And without answering my actual question, they focused back on me that I should only focus on what we agreed on and not talk about fulfillment, shipping, and technical stuff. First of all, I don't really consider myself a social media influencer. The content that I make is really stuff I enjoy doing. If people enjoy it, great. I just really like to help people out too. So I was really direct with my response and I told them I am not fighting you. I was just trying to give them an opportunity to explain their process to me and then I can pass that information on to the public. I just wanted clarification so that I could present their company and their products better. I told them straight up, instructing me to return the products that they sent me wasn't really building my confidence, but I'm still trying to work with them. Again, they wanted me to focus on the positives, but it wasn't my choice what products they would send me. I only started to ask questions after the products arrived and I was able to make comparisons. I'm just doing my due diligence. I wasn't trying to just work with them to build my followers or my subscribers. I told them that my videos have already reached hundreds of thousands of people around the world. That wasn't my goal with this project. I said that this could still be mutually beneficial. They responded by telling me that they create their own clothes and they collaborate with different brands, one of them being Heavy Industry. So whereas before they told me that their brand was Heavy Industry, now they're telling me that they collaborate with brands like Heavy Industry. So there's some inconsistencies there, and at this point I just didn't believe them anymore. To further back my disbelief, they responded by telling me not to specify them as a reseller and to say that they create their own merchandise too, that they're just a streetwear brand, they have a main warehouse in China and also have a warehouse in the US. But I'm gonna say that they don't have any warehouses in the US. Like any online reseller dropshipping from China, you don't need one. So again, I asked them specifically which of the pieces they sent me was their own merchandise, because they all had branding on them, but not necessarily matching in their labels and their tags. But again, they dodged the question, told me that they were too busy because it was the holidays, so they had to focus on their customers, and then they would focus again on influencers in the new year. So they told me to make a list of questions for them and they would provide all the information that I needed for my video. So I summarized all my questions for them in one message. I asked them which of the pieces they sent me was their brand. I also wanted to know the brands of the other pieces they sent me because the labels and the tags inside didn't match the actual branding on the articles of clothing. They told me that they resell Heavy Industry, so what other brands do they carry? What are their house brands called? I also wanted them to make a comment about their quality control and quality assurance. You know, do they offer any kind of warranty or return policy for customers? You know, any pertinent information that they can give me that would be really good for their company transparency. And guess what? They just ignored that message and didn't answer any of my questions. They just followed up with a question of their own. They asked me what's my experience with the clothes that they sent me, told me to pretend that I was a customer in their store. I didn't really understand their question. I just wanted them to answer my questions. It was around 5 a.m. in the morning, so it wasn't a good time to talk about that at that time anyway, so I told them I had to go to sleep. I ended up doing the photo shoot on New Year's Day, and it took me a couple weeks to finish off the photos. After I sent it to them, they told me that it still didn't really match their dark urban style, so they weren't going to use the photos. But I still wanted to use it on my Instagram and social media, so I posted photos with the clothes that they sent me, as well as the clothes that I got from AliExpress. They noticed that, and they inquired if they can get the photos from the AliExpress products as well. But I told them, no, that's not your product, I can't give you those. And they said it's okay. Over the next couple of months, there was no exchange between us, so I decided to take the time to finish the video review. I made one video for them that only focused on their products, and then I made a separate video doing a direct comparison between their products and AliExpress. I sent them the video that I made for them in March, and I didn't hear back from them. Come mid-April, that's when my friends started to see ads with my video content in them. Again, this wasn't part of the agreement. They were only supposed to use my video as a customer review on their website. They ended up cutting it up completely. Heavy editing was done to just focus on the positives. So I opened up communication again and I asked them why they didn't tag me. This was 4 days after the ad was released. So they told me that they finally tagged me and thanks for the reminder. Still, that was really sketchy though, because they never told me that they were going to use me in their ads. I never gave them permission to. I didn't really know what to make of it, so I just let it go for the time being. They got back to me after a couple of days and asked me if I was willing to make another video for them to use in their advertising, even though they already used my first one without my authorization. And again, they said that I would get more awareness from it. They were planning to increase their advertising in the upcoming days, and they wanted to reuse my video or use a new one that I would make for them. And I told them I've already reviewed all the pieces they sent me. I wanted them to explain what they were looking for. And instead of a review video, they wanted me to make a commercial for them. So I asked them, what's your budget? Do you have a storyboard or concept? So they basically said that if they had any of that, they would go the professional route, but they were only interested in user-generated content. So again, I said, what's your budget? Just to remind you, I am a professional photographer and videographer, and this is what I do for a living. I would require monetary compensation if you want me to do more work for you. And so their response basically shut that down. Thank you, FJ. We have already contacted other influencers about this, comparing us with AliExpress, and meanwhile being interested to still work with us, still push our products to the market looks very sneaky to us. Again, guys, I didn't approach them with the commercial idea. They approached me and asked me about it. I wasn't being sneaky at all. I'm being completely transparent, and everything is open to the public. I shared their ad on my Facebook and I captioned it that I didn't know about it, and I was being completely honest. I didn't know about it. They never asked me if they could use me in an ad, and here they are trying to say that it was part of the deal. So I reminded them that the agreement was that they would send me products to sample, and I would do a photo shoot and a video review that they would only use on their website. But what they did was edit my video, posted me as an ad on Instagram and Facebook without even telling me beforehand, and I only found out from my friends. They said that they didn't send me pieces to compare them with other brands and other products. They gave me a chance and I threw it away, and they said it's my right to do whatever I want with my YouTube. So at this point, guys, it was clear that they weren't being professional, they weren't being respectful, they weren't being nice. They're calling me sneaky when in fact they were the ones who were being sneaky. So I was done with trying to be all nice with them. I said, you sent me pieces and presented them as your own brands. I told you I make unbiased, honest review videos. I asked you many questions and you had plenty of opportunities to explain, but you never took the time to answer my questions. The truth is, WeLoveStreet, like many other web stores, is a dropshipper. This was obvious to me once you sent me the products. To claim someone else's work as your own is actually false advertising and illegal. If you watch the entire YouTube comparison, then you already know. Branding, tags, quality. Hey, it's your business, and like I said, you're not the only ones who do this. Plenty of resellers on Amazon and Shopify do the same thing. Some people just don't want to take the time to do further research. You choose to make your own profits by marking up and selling to those people. That's your choice and business model. I surely hope you take good care of all your customers. I say that, guys, because again, they don't provide any real buyer protection. If you decide to order from them and send them your money, your only real buyer protection is your credit card. If you end up not receiving any of your products, you could dispute the charges on your credit card and maybe you can get your money back that way. If you saw the Facebook ad, a lot of people were weary about ordering from their website because quite frankly, there are a lot of fake ads from fraudulent companies that like to advertise on Instagram and Facebook. There is no system to verify if the ad is legit or not. If you pay money to Instagram or Facebook, the ad will be posted. And guys, the response from WeLoveStreet says it all. Yeah, you can make a video about Jeff Bezos now and save the America. Peace sign. I'm not here to talk about YouTube. You have a lot of content to make a new video. I'm here to let you know that you have lost a huge opportunity. Right. At this point, they ended up deleting the ad on Instagram because I think they realized I was actually getting more followers from it. And because I was getting more followers, more people were seeing my YouTube link to my comparison video. So over the next several days, I would check on the Facebook ad regularly, and if anyone was expressing interest in ordering from them, I would send them a DM with a link to my comparison video. I wanted to warn as many people as I could. If they were going to continue to use my face and my voice and my content in their ad, again without my authorization or permission, then I was going to take this opportunity and try to help people. Unfortunately, I think someone was complaining to them about their order after seeing my video and decided to mention to them that I had sent them a DM. So they decided to block me. I was no longer able to react to any of the comments on the Facebook ad, and I couldn't reply to anybody. So I sent them a message. I told them, unblock me. You're still continuing to use my face and my voice and my content in your ad. And they told me that I was continuing to be sneaky, messaging their customers in their private DM because one of their customers told them so. And I was like, so what? And then they're like, okay, we'll remove your video. Well, unfortunately, they haven't. The video is still up. I don't know if you can still see it in your feeds anymore, but it's definitely still there. I ended up having to report the ad for copyright infringement. I hope they finally take down the ad and delete it because I feel so bad that they manipulated my video to build false confidence in people to buy from them. They called me a snake and they had to remove the snake from the yard. And then they said the last thing, that they are not lying to anyone. That's just not true, because they continued to lie to me about heavy industry, about the quality of the products, authenticity of the products. And they said if I try again to hurt them, don't forget that I'm only wasting my time, and they don't want to waste any more time dealing with me. So as I said, guys, they blocked me on Instagram and Facebook. I decided to restrict their account too on my Instagram. I changed the titles on my YouTube videos to "Do Not Buy from WeLoveStreet." It used to just be first impressions and detailed comparison review, but now straight up, guys, do not buy from them. Anyone can set up an online web store and dropship items from China and sell them at a markup. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, there's a lot of sellers on Amazon and Shopify that do the same thing. But if they were just transparent from the beginning and told me the truth and didn't try to mislead me or try to give me false information about what they do and the products that they sell, this would have ended up completely different. But again, guys, you can get the same, if not better quality products from AliExpress at about half the cost, if not even better than that. And you actually have buyer protection through AliExpress. If you've had a similar experience with WeLoveStreet or any other dropshipper company, feel free to let us all know about it in the comments below. The more people we can reach, the more people we can help. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you're watching this, then you're probably thinking about ordering from WeLoveStreet, or you already have and you just wanted more information about them. If you've already placed an order, I really recommend you try and cancel it. If they tell you that it's too late and they've already shipped it, I wish you the best of luck. Again, you can try and dispute it with your credit card if you have any problems, if you never receive your order. So guys, if I was able to help you out, please click that like button. If you like the videos that I make, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when the next one's coming out. Until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. Peace. It's kind of funny, guys, but if you look at their Instagram profile, it says there that they have 30,000 plus happy customers. 30. I guess it's made to look like it's 30,000, but I don't know why they used a period or decimal point, but I think now it says 40,000 plus happy customers. But anyway, it scares me that they have over 43,500 followers. So I really hope this video reaches a lot of people before they place their order.